Hi everyone! I'd like to share a little bit of my daily life here on the island of Mallorca. Subtitles should be available in your language, so please feel free to turn them on. I live in Mallorcan countryside with my Spanish husband, 11 years old son, and 9-month-old puppy. He creates his own special blend. But honestly, I can't tell the difference, so I just leave it to him. He's a man of many particulars, so I've lived to just let him do his things. 3 times a day, I'm sweeping the house. Everyone here has long hair, and the dog is currently shedding. It's like living in a tumbleweed factory. You might wonder, why not use a vacuum? Well, cleaning the dog hair out of the vacuum filter is more work than the vacuuming itself, so I start with a broom. In Japan, skipping a day of cleaning was no big deal, but here, cleaning is a daily survival skill. Sorry if my English is a bit hard to follow. But trust me, my Spanish is even worse. So, if you are studying language, please feel reassured. I'm living proof that you can survive even with creative language skills. Did you know, in the countryside, we speak Mallorquin. My skill? Oh my god. Anyway, back to my least favorite hobby, cleaning. My husband and son have a talent for not seeing the trash they leave behind, so I'm the designated picker-upper, and obviously the dog doesn't help. Feeding the chickens is my husband's job. They all have names. In Mallorca, chickens are usually for both eggs and meat, but ours are enjoying a very long retirement. They get to live out their full lives here. Today, I'm making pudding with these fresh eggs. I give them a good wash right before using. First, the caramel. When it's turned to brown, you are supposed to add hot water. But that's a hassle. So I just used cold water. It's fine. I've never been burned yet, but please use hot water at home. Now, into the pot where I made a caramel, I add milk, sugar, and vanilla beans. Washing a caramel sticky pot is a nightmare. So I just do everything in one go. While the sugar dissolves, I whisk the eggs. Then I add the cream and the warmed milk. Oops, I heat it a bit too much. Oh well, it's all fine. It's a bit of chore, but I strain the mixture. This is the secret to a smooth texture. I baked it in a water bath. I like a bit of tang on my pudding, so I bake it quite well. I will put the recipe in the description box, just in case. Time for a walk. She loves people so much. she tried to jump on them. We definitely need more training. Border Collies have endless energy, so after the walk, it's fetch time. At 9 months, she's hit her rebellious phase and ignored my commands quite often. But she's cute, so she's forgiven. Technically, she's my son's dog, but we all know the parents end up doing the work. It's normal, isn't it? In Mallorca, we have Merienda, a snack between breakfast and lunch. Today is a slightly fancy panboli. You just slice the cheese and tomato yourself. Some call it easy. I call it efficient. Let's not call it cutting corners. Pudding needs whipped cream, and the strawberries are the perfect partner. The cook always gets the first taste. Washing rice for dinner. I bought this clay pot all the way from Japan. It's heavy, but I'm so glad it made the trip in one piece. The rice tends to stick to the bottom, so I end up pouring tea in at the end to get every last grain. It feels a bit like a Zen monk's meal. I use Italian ground rice, meant for sushi.
Oishii.
Mixing some frozen honey lemon with sparkling water. Since we can't get fresh lemons in the summer, freezing them in honey is a lifesaver. My me time is very short, so I cherish every second of it. This is my ordinary life, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to support me, I'd be so happy. Thank you for watching.